Hello and welcome to day 4. You made it. So this is the last day of the challenge. There's also a bonus meditation dropped by Dina. So you can dive into that at any point during the day is after this or before this, whenever you have a chance. But today's class is another snippet of the basic yoga class that I teach. If you recall, I teach Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, the basic yoga class. And what I've been incorporating is this stick right here. Okay, so this is a stick mobility. Okay, if you are home, you can use anything that resembles a stick, right? So it could be a broom, it could be a bat. If you have nothing else, be creative and just if you can't find something, then you can do a lot of the stuff that we're going to do today without it. But just know that if you have something that resembles a stick, that's going to be used in the later part of class. It's something that I've been incorporating until we launch the whole stick mobility program, which will be coming shortly, maybe in the summertime or in the fall. So this is Melanie and Shannon. They're instructors that taught the previous days. So hopefully if you've taken those days, then you know who they are. If you haven't, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to get started lying down on our backs in what's called pendant pose. Okay, so the arms are extended, the legs are in a low V, the arms are in a high V. So it looks like a star. And you're going to just relax everything down into the earth. If your lower back bothers you, you can bend your knees. If not, you can keep them extended. We'll inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more time. And exhale. So just letting everything way into the earth, feeling grounded by the back body, connecting to the floor. Letting our energies accumulate on the mat, reintegrate into our bodies. And letting our breath flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Blinking the eyes open. We're going to take our right hand up, left foot up, and connect the two. And then lower down. And switching sides. So left hand, right leg. And then lowering down. And you can connect your breath with inhales, exhales as you lift up. Inhale and exhale. Continuing, inhaling and exhaling. I'm demonstrating what you would do if you find the extended leg version to be a little too much for your lower back. You can always bend the knees. Do it this way. So this just warms up the front body muscles, your core muscles. Starts to get energy moving, muscles activated. And we will end. Your left foot is going to be up, your right foot's going to be up, your left hand's going to touch. That'll be the last one. And then you can pull your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Hands over the shins or over the thighs. Eventually we're going to roll over to our right, lifting ourselves up. And we'll start our hip hinges, which we did on Monday. So hands are roughly underneath the shoulders, knees are roughly underneath the hips, sinking back into child's pose, then rolling continuing just like that, and as I suggested on Monday, if you find lowering your hips to the earth to be too challenging, you can always arch the spine in your cow pose instead. And continuing at your own pace. Back and forth. And next time you are back, you're going to take a second in child's pose. The arms are extended, knees can be wide, hips moving towards the earth. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll all tuck our toes under. Downward facing dog. If downward facing dog poses a bit of a challenge for you today and you want to come into tabletop, you can, and do cat and cows here. So if you're in down dog, you're going to pedal out the legs, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. You rotate the ankles around, so this is maybe your first time doing down dog, so you can shake your head out, get comfortable here. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And then finding stillness, we're all going to come down to our knees, keeping the arms nice and strong. Let our hips come forward, so in a modified plank. And then our hips are going to come back, toes tucked under, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, knees come down, modified plank. Exhaling, hips up, downward facing dog. You're going to continue to do this at your own pace. Knees come down, modified plank, exhaling as you come back. If you feel like you're okay with coming into a regular plank with the knees up and then coming back into down dog, you are welcome to do that, right? So there's always options. Knees up, knees down, coming back and forth. And then the other thing, if you have wrist issues, you can always come down to your forearms or place blocks underneath your hands to relieve some of that pressure in your wrists. And the next time you come into downward facing dog, you're going to hold here, drop to the knees, and come into child's pose again. This time, you can relax the arms down to the side so that you're in this nice little ball and the shoulders can relax. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Nice job, everybody. Let's all roll over onto our backs, grab our stick or our pseudo stick. Coming onto our backs. And bringing our feet, our legs, into tabletop, okay? If this is challenging, you can place your feet up against a wall, or you can place blocks or something under your feet and keep your feet down, okay? So tabletop, holding onto the stick, holding it with the grip, the black grip, with your hands. Well, at home, it's going to be a little bit wider than your shoulders, okay? So it's wider than your shoulders. You're going to take the stick. You're going to place it on midway through the thighs, so halfway down, halfway up your thighs, and gently start to push the stick into the thighs and the stick and the thighs back into the stick, thinking about the small of your back. So your lower back, instead of arching it, think about the belly pulling in so that you're closing that space and breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Relaxing the arms, placing the feet down, taking a little bit of a rest. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So as we do this, continue with these reps, I want you to continue your breath and also continue that connection of the stick to the thighs as well as the lower belly to the earth. Coming in again, tabletop, stick to thighs. Let's push the stick in, pushing about 20 to 30% level of effort. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. And lowering everything down, taking your rest here. We have one more rep. Bring the feet back up to tabletop, stick halfway. This time as you push in, you can go to 40 to 50% of your effort if you want to, or you can stay at 30 or even back out if you feel as though could be intense if you haven't worked your core in this manner for a while. Hold here, this is our last one. And lowering everything down. You can move your stick to the side. We're going to push our feet into the earth and lift up into a bridge. And then if you want to lift your arms up overhead, go ahead. Breathe into that belly. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting the front body open up after all that contraction. In through your nose and out through your nose. And then let's slowly lower our arms and our hips, rolling onto our bellies, placing one hand on top of the other underneath of our forehead. You can rock the hips from side to side. And let's take a cleansing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we'll rest for about 30 seconds, just letting everything settle. And bring your hands alongside you, making your way up to a comfortable seat. Thank you for practicing with us today, and your journey through our 4-day challenge is complete. So thank you for that. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week, and again, super, super grateful for all of you who participated. The Divine Light in me vows the Divine Light in you. Namaste.